Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast on a mission to inspire a world where food makes us better. My name is Shurina. I'm a nutritionist, certified health and nutrition and weight loss coach, helping people like you guys to improve, to change, to rewire, to fine-tune your eating habits, to feel and look your absolute best without any crazy diets or counting everything or always feeling hungry or working out on an empty stomach, on a full stomach and every day for hours without all of this. No, I'm actually helping people to learn in a simple way and change habits accordingly, the cutting edge science of nutrition. And I help people to put that into practice instead of relying on some Googled articles about the latest diet from someone who has no understanding of how human body actually works, and they just heard that carbs are bad or fats are bad or you gotta go vegan, so without all of that. That being said, guys, welcome to another episode of this podcast. Welcome to another week of your life. This is new week, new beginning, Monday, so feel amazing about it, guys, because feeling amazing, that's what defines how your life gonna go. Because when you feel amazing, you go after things, you are inspired to come up with new ideas and act on those ideas. So do whatever you have to do to take care of your mental and physical and emotional health to feel awesome every day, because only then you can live your best life, the one that's always in your head, and you can have it. Anyhow, guys, besides all of this today and the whole week moving forward, we're going to be talking about overeating, addressing this issue of overeating, because a lot of people, this is where my content goes, well, not viral, but up to 1,000 or 1,500 views. When I talk about overeating and different strategies that people can use to stop it, to prevent it, to change this habit, because overeating, especially overeating on the stuff that isn't good for our biology, isn't good for our body, it really makes you feel not good about yourself, about your body, about your health, your fitness, but also it makes your energy go much lower and your emotions, first they're high and then they're super low. So many things are caused by overeating. And then of course, the body starts not looking the way we want to look it, and that, whether we want it or not, affects our confidence and the way we show up in the world. So overeating, it's a huge problem, and it happens for so many different reasons. And on this podcast this week, we're going to be addressing, if not every single one, then most common reasons of overeating and how you can work around it, or maybe whatever you hear, whatever you learn in this podcast, you share it with other people, and they will eat better and have better habits, and the world is going to be better. So this is the mission of this podcast every single day, to make people's lives better. Overeating, guys. Today we're talking about how breakfast that doesn't have sufficient amount of protein can make you overeat for your lunch and for your dinner. Especially that is common for women, but these days also a lot of guys actually don't have much for breakfast, much good for breakfast, like, bagel and coffee with some sugar in it is not good breakfast, because it doesn't give your body essential amino acids or proteins and essential fatty acids, and not that much fiber either, but especially, not enough essential amino acids, essential proteins, not enough essential fatty acids, the ones that we actually need to consume for our body and brain and heart to function. And then your body gets a signal, okay, so we got these calories, but we didn't get any essential nutrition, and we need to thrive, we need to survive. So let's make this person, you, hungry until we get those. And that's why poor breakfast, it starts this roller coaster of low energy, of a lot of hunger, and then you eat something and you kind of up, but then in 30 minutes, you kind of down again because your brain realizes there is no nutrition still. So we need to keep you hungry for lunch, for dinner, for the whole day. And once, with a lot of people, we fix their breakfast, adding some walnuts for essential fatty acids, maybe some sardines also for essential fatty acids, different kinds of, some eggs or some yogurt with high protein, or even sometimes protein powder in your oatmeal to give your body, your brain, everything, in your body, that nutrition, that essential nutrition that your body is searching for, needs to function, to thrive, to survive. And then once you give it to your body, you're not going to feel as hungry. As simple as that. Hunger is a signal that you are missing something essential. Yeah, also hunger can be, can be caused by blood sugar fluctuations. But when you have well-balanced breakfast, your blood sugar also gonna be more balanced, and that also will reduce the amount of hunger you feel. And of course, if you feel less hunger, you're not gonna be overeating that much. That's the thing, people ask me sometimes, Angela, don't you have all these like all out nights or evenings or dinners when you just want to eat all of it and you end up eating a lot of cake or cookies or chips or whatever? I don't have those days anymore because I always make sure to have good lunch, good dinner. I don't have breakfast myself personally, but that's because I learned what works for my body. I established what habits work for me, and I can experiment. But until you know yourself, you establish that pattern, I do not recommend you to skip breakfast and start there when all of your nutrition is all over the place, right? But anyhow, back to breakfast. Yeah, and overeating. I don't have those nights when I go all out simply because I eat balanced diet for all of my meals. I eat all these fats and proteins and fiber before I eat anything else. And so I'm so full and so satiated and nourished that, yeah, I literally have no desire to eat anything else. Like there is zero desire. And you can have it too once you start eating a more balanced diet. But a more balanced diet, guys, it starts with a better breakfast. That's the main takeaway, the main message of this podcast. If you want to stop overeating and being super hungry for lunches and dinners and eating all these foods that you don't want to be eating, that don't work for your body, like maybe pizzas or something like that, then you gotta start with a good breakfast. And good breakfast would have about at least 20 grams of protein. For guys especially, it's gotta be somewhere around 30. If you're a taller person, then probably even around 40. And you can get it. Great sources are that also have healthy essential fats, things like sardines, are things like eggs, but also you can have some tuna and some walnuts. There are essential fatty acids in walnuts, and you can have your fatty fish for other meal. You want to have protein. That's, the first thing. At least 20 for women. If you're like smaller female, I would go for 30 for sure. And for bigger people, for taller people, for 40 grams, especially if you are having this, hunger that seems to be just overtaking everything in your life. So shoot for 40 grams of protein. A can of tuna, a smaller can of tuna, that's about 3.5 ounces, would have about 30 grams of protein. So 1.5, and you are eating more than enough protein. So tuna is a good source. One egg has just 6 grams of protein, so you'll need, quite a lot of eggs or egg white like liquid, or some other like substitution of powder, maybe protein powder. That's going to be your thing at first. Maybe you find it difficult to cook or eat all these protein rich foods for breakfast at the moment. So add some protein powder that has about 30 grams of protein into your oatmeal, if you like oatmeal, or some other porridge. Eat a handful of walnuts, big handful of walnuts for omega-3s and omega-6s, those essential fatty acids. If you eat some fiber, it's especially great because you're also going to feed your gut that also needs to be fed. A lot of people experience hunger more than they have to because they don't feed their gut, where we have trillions of bacteria. So some fiber in a form of maybe an apple, maybe oatmeal, maybe, I don't know, maybe you decide to make a vegetable omelette and you put a lot of like broccoli, maybe even have some flaxseed, not powder, but meal, because flaxseed has a lot of powder, a couple of tablespoons, and you're going to feed your gut also. There are so many variations. But number one, focus on protein, getting at least 30 grams from whatever sources you can. I would recommend also get essential fatty acids, a handful of walnuts for omega-3s and omega-6s, and some fiber in a form of rolled oats, or again, some apple or banana, or some flaxseed meal, a couple of tablespoons. So get your fiber, get your protein especially, and get your essential fatty acids from, let's say, walnuts, or maybe eat some sardines if you're into sardines. And that's it, guys. And you just experiment with that. Experiment with that one morning and see how it affects your hunger during the day. You're going to feel so much less hungrier, so much more satisfied with meals, and you're not going to have those overpowering cravings anymore, or hunger that you can't control. That works across the board. So try it and see how you start overeating less. So that's the beginning. Good breakfast. And then why breakfast is also so important, because in the morning, first thing, you're going to give your brain, your body, the signal that you are getting nutrition. There is no need to worry or panic or make you super hungry or stressed. And you're going to make much better decisions, not just about food, but also about everything else. Because believe me, hungry brain, starved body, you're not gonna be making good long-term decisions. That's just how your brain works. Accept it and act with knowledge. Eating protein, at least 30 grams. Again, if it's difficult for you to start eating protein-rich foods, figure out some good protein powder without any added sugars and some other nasty stuff. If you need any advice, please reach out. I'm gonna give it to you. Eat some walnuts for essential fatty acids, eat some source of fiber, of naturally occurring fiber, and see how your hunger will start vanishing and how much better you're going to feel throughout the whole day and how many more better decisions you're going to make. That's it for today, guys. Besides that, today I'm setting up a page on my website, and the link is going to be available tomorrow. But I wanted to give you a chance to start signing up today for my new program, because people are already signing up through my other social media where I announce it, on Instagram, on Facebook. People just reaching out and transferring money through PayPal, because at the moment I didn't set up the link to sign up for my group coaching that starts September 1st. But of course, as soon as I get all the people, and I'm just going to have 10 people in 1 or 2 groups, I'm not sure. At the moment, I'm going to look at how I can manage people. The group, it's called Fat Belly Zero. And the main focus of this group, of us working together, is going to be to reduce fat belly. If you're someone who already has the one that is noticeable, then for sure sign up for this group. If you are you feeling like you are developing it or might, then also sign up for this program, and you're gonna learn everything you need to know to not ever have fat belly problem. So fat belly 0. Reach out via email angela@createyourself.today. It's in the show notes, and I'm gonna sign you up. It's group coaching. It's affordable. It's gonna start September 1st for 3 months, and we're gonna learn everything. We're gonna learn the skills, how to actually learn how to intuitively eat all the protein you need, or all the fiber, or all the vitamins and minerals, or how to set up your environment to never overeat again, how to eat on vacations, on holidays, when you don't have time to cook, how to eat healthy in this in these situations that are going to come up in your life over and over and over again. We're going to learn how to unlearn stress eating and how to manage your emotions without food. This, and we're going to touch on fasting and supplements and everything in a group setting with daily support, with my own feedback and personalized plans adjusted every week for each of you. Nutrition, of course, that's the focus, but then also fitness and lifestyle, because I'm also certified personal trainer and health coach. And it's going to be awesome, guys. So if you have, or someone who's struggling with belly fat on your belly, and that is actually fat around your internal organs, that the most unhealthy fat in your body, that's gonna shorten your lifespan. So if you know someone, if you are someone, please reach out. I'm signing up people for the next week. Probably that's when all the spots going to be taken. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have so much fun, and we're going to look and feel better than ever. And that's going to last a lifetime, because once you learn those things and once you know how to do them, it's very hard to not do them or unlearn them. It's like in Matrix, red pill, blue pill. Once you take the red one, you cannot untake that. So that's exactly what's going to happen with you. You're going to know how to maintain the best physique without any diets, but with scientific approach to changing your habits around food and lifestyle. And you're going to practice it, and you're going to just, even when sometimes you're going to fall off the wagon or, get off track, you're going to know how to get back on it and how good it feels being back on it. So sign up, reach out, eat your protein, eat your walnuts, eat your fiber for breakfast today. And guys, till next time, till tomorrow, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And till next time, eat better daily.